Hi guys, Joe here. One wonders if this video is meant to go out. So I did a video in my van on the way back from the stables and it flowed and it was easy and there was no tarting up, no makeup. I look like it's been dragged through a hedge. My boobs look like they touched my knees because I was all scrunched up in the driver's seat, and my boobs don't touch my knees because they're just not big enough. But anyway, it just flowed, and I'm loading it up to YouTube and it's like 3 hours to load up, and I was like, what? So I thought I'd do a video in my usual way and see which one I prefer out of the two of them. So I'm back for now, maybe. I don't know what frequency my videos are going to come out, because I've realized something about me is that I start little projects and I become obsessed and I'm full on, and then I become overwhelmed, or I just go on a different trajectory and I start learning new things. I have been writing, so my creative outlet has still been there, but the videos, as one can see, I abandoned, and that's just part of my personality. I'm learning to embrace it. So things have changed. I lost Blue back in November. Those of you who have watched my videos will remember the little chap that used to get on my knee, and he passed away about a month after I found Neve. So I think Neve was sent to me because obviously Blue was ready to leave this realm. And he sent me the most beautiful message, which I will share the photographs in this recording. But you may have noticed or not, depending if you've still been following me, that I've changed my intro video to reflect the path that I'm on now. And I've changed my name because I'm no longer bite-sized gnosis. I'm no longer breaking down other people's research. I'm on my own journey, and I recognize it's a journey that I've been being pushed towards for quite some years now, and that journey is the left-hand path. And whoa, demonology, slow down there. It's not what we think it is. And I'm not in this video going to go into great depths. I don't know great depths about it all. I'm just a video just to give you an update really of where I'm at. So from the last couple of videos, you may have picked up on that I'd started to look at Enochian magic. And researching Enochian magic led me to demonology, which then led me to the left-hand path. And everything that we have been led to believe about demonology, demons, and the left-hand path, as per usual, is a misrepresentation. So in my research, I came across a YouTube channel called Foolish Fish. And he didn't direct me personally. He mentioned this magic course by a lady called Josephine McCarthy. And I'll link the course. It is a free course. I'll link the course in the description below for anybody who's interested. And the first lot of the course is the apprenticeship course, and that's going to take me about 3 years to complete. So it's very comprehensive. And the first module is meditation. So I'm tasking myself to get up every single morning and meditate. Yesterday I had a really deep meditation, so things are improving in that. And do you know what I'm liking about this course? It's actually, I'm having to discipline myself. Now, I don't do it every single morning, but I'm doing it most mornings, which is a step up from what I was doing, which was really ad hoc meditation. And the second module is tarot card reading. So I bought myself a set of tarot cards. There you go. And I did the first task in the course, and it was assessing the energy in your home. And what I found really interesting about it was, so you have your north, your east, your south, and your west. So I have my little compass, and I did it, obviously, I assessed the energy in this area, because of course it's where I spend most of my time, which is the kitchen and living area. And all the cards are really positive, all, lovely energy and positive energy by one card. And that card was the North card. And it was about pessimism and darkness, basically. And that card, the North, is where the bookcase is. Am I pointing all the maidens there? Oh my God, all the washing. Is where the bookcase is. Now, that bookcase, as you can imagine, is full of conspiracy books. So I just found that really interesting about the reading in itself, about the energy of this particular living area, and the bookcase being a pessimistic area. But the reason why I'm looking into connecting with spirits is because of the experiences that I personally have had. I am convinced that something has been trying to communicate with me since I was a little girl, and this something has led me onto this path that I'm on now. And I've always had a bit of a rod up my arse about this, what we do here as material beings that we are versus the spiritual beings that we are. And the right hand path is very much about nothing matters because we are spiritual beings. And I've always had a bit of a rod up my arse about that. So I do think I'm definitely more suited to the left hand path. And the left hand path isn't dark and it isn't evil, it's a negative polarity. And again, something I've come to recognize about this realm is we live in a dual realm, and that duality is negative and positive, and we need both in order for us to come to equilibrium. Now, there's two channels that I follow for the most part. One is Lee W. Johnson. He's an ex-Satanist, and obviously he works with the demons. And there's a young lad called Universal Mastery, and he's really delving into he classes himself as a professional occultist, and he is actually talking about a lot of raw stuff about the black arts and the dark magic. And yes, the elites, those in power, are practicing the black arts. But again, it's like with everything, just because something is labeled black arts or negative polarity, it's about one's intent. And look, we know that the elites of this world, they don't have the best of intentions for humanity. But again, I'm not here to discuss that. I'm just giving you a quick overview of my journey so far, and I might go into more detail further down the line. But one of the things that he's led me to, and I'm not quite ready to do it yet. If ever I'm ready to do it, and I'm not saying that, my soul journey in this lifetime will actually, I will do what I'm talking about now. As I say, it's a journey and it's a process. But there's another side to the tree of life in the Kabbalah, and that is the Qliphoth, which is the tree of death. And as we know, we all have a shadow side, and those who've studied Jung, which I haven't studied Jung, but obviously I've picked up various things on my journey about Jung psychology, and one cannot truly ascend until they have dealt with all their demons in this realm, all the traumas that we collect along the way of past lives, this life, from childhood, yada yada yada. And the Qliphoth actually takes you through that journey, and I believe it's quite difficult. Of course it is, because you're dealing with your shadow self, you're dealing with your traumas, you're dealing with suppressed emotions and suppressed memories that they're suppressed for a reason. But by suppressing them, we are actually denying ourselves to become the true powerful beings of who we truly are. So the Qliphoth is basically going through the spheres. So apparently there's a phrase from Jung that stated that one can't reach heaven until he's been to the depths of hell. So I, from that, deduced that he did do the tree of death, the Qliphoth. And to experience the Qliphoth, you go through different realms, and each demon within those spheres of the clip-off will teach you about yourself, about what you need to work on, and then eventually you go through the abyss, which from my understanding is the black hole. So yes, this is a journey that I'm on, that I'm exploring. That will I get that far? I'm definitely not ready to start doing rituals at the moment. Definitely not ready. This course is, like I say, is a very, very comprehensive course. It incorporates astrology, as I said, tarot. I've got a long way to go. But I truly feel that this is my path. I feel that all the Gnostic stuff that I've looked at prior to this, all the rabbit holes prior to this, I believe I've been being led to this moment. And of course, the paranormal experiences that I've had, we can't put those to one side. And the mushroom ceremony I had, where I actually met the demon, and I now come to realize that demon wasn't suppressing me for negative reasons, because I've never had negative experiences with whatever it is. And I'm actually reading a book at the moment. I can't remember the name of the author, but it's called the Holy Guardian Angel. I think it's a Holy Guardian Angel, and this entity may very well be my Holy Guardian Angel. And because whatever's been trying to communicate with me over the years, I feel like that it's I have a duty to try and communicate with it. But I also believe that I have a natural gift for this, and I'm not bigging myself up here in any way, shape, or form. That's not my character in anything. If anything, I always talk myself down. And again, that's something else that we all need to learn about ourselves, is talking ourselves down, because what's that doing for our psyche and our self-esteem and everything else. But anyway, so the reason why I think that I've got a natural gift is, one, the paranormal experiences that I've had, and two, I came across a post on Facebook about a guy who's on a very in-depth self-development journey, and that is what demonology is. That is what the left-hand path is, just as the right-hand path is self-development. But we fit into one path better than we fit into another. Or as one guy described it, it's like walking the path of the serpent. You go between both the left and the right in order to walk the middle path, but we never truly walk the middle path, because it's impossible in a dual realm. But I remember years ago, so going back to this guy on Facebook, he communicated with a demon to help him with necromancy, and necromancy is communicating with the dead, and he wanted to communicate with his dad. Now, I had a very powerful communication with my mum years ago. I'd basically, quickly tell you the story, I asked her to tell me that she was happy wherever she was. And me and a girl on Facebook, we connected. She was called Rebecca, and we'd had a brief chat, because she lost her dad around the same time I lost my mum. So of course we had a chat about the grieving process and what we were going through. She messaged me randomly one day on Facebook saying, I've had a message from my dad saying, listen for the music. She said, I've got a really strong feeling that it's meant for you, but I don't know what it means. Anyway, quick chat, all forgotten. Then a few weeks later, I got home from the horses and I dumped my bag on the floor. And I walked into the kitchen and I heard this music. If you're happy, clap your hands. That song by, I think it's called Pharrell Williams or something like that. You'll know what song I mean. And I was like, where the F is that music coming from? My computer was off, my phone was off. I'd literally just walked in the door. Nothing was on. So I walked over to my bag, as that's where the noise was coming from. I picked my phone up out my bag and it was coming from my phone. I opened the case and the screen was blank, like the phone hadn't been activated. Of course, I was elated because I knew that I'd asked my mum to send me a message to tell me that she was happy. put it on Facebook, and this girl came along and said, remember what I said about listen to the music. And I've had a lot of very personal communication from spirit, which are connected to the personality of the being, in my case, cats and my mum, which have passed. So I know that I have the ability to communicate with spirit and ask for help, ask for signs. But I don't know how I'm doing that or what I'm doing. So I guess my reasons for this journey is to harness that, is to really hone in. Am I ready yet to start looking at my shadow self? I actually think I've done a lot of shadow work over these last few years. I've been to a very dark place. I'm generally a happy-go-lucky, optimistic kind of person. But 2020 brought a lot out of us. Let's face it. We either went to one place or we went to another. I went to the other. What else did I want to bring up on this chat? I'm just remembering what I did in my van vlog. Vlog. I hate the word vlog. I hate the word blog. Just thinking what else I brought up. So I've started dating again. So I said to a friend, I said to Jo, my friend, I've done a video with her. I'm ready for a relationship. How that looks, I couldn't tell you. And I then found out that a guy on site, a young guy, by the way, 27, fancied me. And I had no idea. So he knocked on my door, and we weren't meant for one another. We had a couple of dates, and that was that. It was an experience, and I had a date with someone else not so long ago. And like I said, I'm just flowing, just seeing what comes of it. I'm in no rush to get heavy. Am I capable of getting heavy? I don't know. But the point that I'm making here is that I said to my friend, I'm ready, and then someone knocks on my goddamn door to declare that they're attracted to me. So hey, that was a strong manifestation, but equally it can be done negatively. So there was one morning I said to Jo about, I hope my van starts, and got into my van and it wouldn't bloody start. So it works both ways. What else? That's about it really. Yeah. I've decorated. You might see the blue. I decorated all my lodges. So I was busy doing that. As you can see, nothing's changed regarding all the washing. I feel like a housewife with no husband. I'm fasting on the regular and really cleaning my diet up. Yeah. And what a difference it makes cutting out the sugar. Huge difference. But yes, I want to get rid of this menopausal padding that I have, if I can. So I think that's all I want to bore you with today. If indeed you are bored, if you are interested and you are engaged in this video, thank you. And yeah, I think that's all I've got to say. Cheerio. I'll speak to you all soon, guys. When that soon will be, I do not know. But yes, cheerio. Bye.